Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to the discussion on the topic development of surfaces. Under development of surfaces, we are discussing now development of lateral surface of truncated hexagonal prism. For the development of lateral surface of the truncated hexagonal prism, we are using parallel line method and it's also called stretch out line method. This is the second solved problem we are discussing under parallel line method. Now we'll enter into the problem. The given problem is a hexagonal prism of base side 30 mm and axis 70 mm is resting on its base on the ground with a side of the base inclined at 45 degrees to the VP. It is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane inclined at 45 degrees to the HP and passes through a point 15 mm below the top end of the axis. Draw the development of the lateral surface of the truncated prism. Now we will extract the data. It is the hexagonal prism and it is resting on its base on HP and axis parallel to VP, and one of its base side is making an angle 45 degrees to the VP. The hexagonal prism is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane which is making an angle 45 degrees to the HP and passes through the axis at a distance 15 mm from the top end of the axis. The name of the object to be developed is lateral surface of the truncated hexagonal prism. Hexagonal prism's base side length is 30 mm and axis height is 70 mm. Auxiliary inclined plane's inclination with HP is 45 degrees and auxiliary inclined plane is passing through the axis at a distance 15 mm from the top end of the axis. And the hexagonal prism is resting on its base on HP and one of its base side is inclined with an angle of 45 degrees to the VP. With this basic information, we need to develop the lateral surface of the truncated hexagonal prism. Now we will see the meaning of the terms auxiliary inclined plane as well as truncated solid. Auxiliary inclined plane. The plane which is inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP is called auxiliary inclined plane. Truncated solid. When a solid is cut by a cutting plane inclined to its base, not parallel to the base, then the remaining portion thus obtained after removing the top portion is called the truncated solid. This is the auxiliary inclined plane which is inclined to the horizontal plane and perpendicular to the vertical plane. With auxiliary inclined plane, we are cutting the hexagonal prism. After cutting the hexagonal prism with the auxiliary inclined plane, the bottom portion of the hexagonal prism is retained and top portion of the hexagonal prism is removed. So the retained portion of the hexagonal prism is called truncated prism. In the present problem, we need to develop the lateral surface of the truncated hexagonal prism. For the development of the lateral surface of the truncated hexagonal prism, we are following three steps. Step 1. Draw top view and front view of the hexagonal prism. Step 2. Draw auxiliary inclined plane and locate intersection points of the auxiliary inclined plane with face edges and base edges of the hexagonal prism. Step 3. Draw the development of the lateral surface of the truncated hexagonal prism by using parallel line method, and it's also called stretch out line method. Now we will start discussion on step 1, that is drawing top view and front view of the hexagonal prism, followed by discussion on step 2 and step 3. It is a hexagonal prism. It is having two equal hexagonal end faces called bases and 6 equal rectangular lateral faces. Here the prism is resting on its base on HP, so that axis is perpendicular to HP and one of its base side is inclined with an angle of 45 degrees to the VP. That means we need to tilt the prism so that this base side is making an angle 45 degrees to the vertical plane. Here this base side is parallel to the XY line. Now we will tilt in such a way that it is going to incline, this inclination is going to be 45 degrees. So draw top view of the hexagonal prism, that is a regular hexagon with one of its side is making an angle 45 degrees to the XY line. Here the base side length is 30 mm and axis height is 70 mm and base side inclination with XY line is 45 degrees. So draw top view of the hexagonal prism when it is resting on its base on HP and axis parallel to VP. As a first step, draw XY line. Here the hexagonal prism is resting on its base on HP and axis parallel to VP. In the problem it is mentioned that the prism is resting on its base on HP and one of its base side is inclined with an angle of 45 degrees to the VP. Here this base side is parallel to VP. Now I am tilting in such a way that this base side is going to make an angle of 45 degrees to the vertical plane. So draw 45 degrees inclination line to the XY line. After that, the base side length of the hexagonal prism is given in the problem as 30 mm. So with compass, take 30 mm, then locate a point here and with that particular point as a center, 30 mm as a radius, draw an arc. After that, with this base side, construct the regular hexagon. After that, name the corner points of the hexagonal prism's bottom base as well as top base. Here, A, B, C, D, E and F are the bottom base corner points of a hexagonal prism. A1, B1, C1, D1, E1 and F1 are the top base corner points of a hexagonal prism, and O and O1 is the image of the axis in top view. For drawing front view of the hexagonal prism, draw projectors through A, B, C, D, E, F and O towards the vertical plane. The axis height of the hexagonal prism given in the problem is 70 mm. Then name this point as O dash and this is O1 dash. That is O dash to O1 dash is the axis height of the hexagonal prism. Then name the intersection points in the front view. Say A dash,
B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, A1 dash, F1 dash, B1 dash, E1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash. This is the direction of front view. For the observer, the face edges A dash and A1 dash, B dash and B1 dash, C dash and C1 dash, D dash and D1 dash are visible, whereas E dash and E1 dash, F dash and F1 dash face edges are invisible. So draw visible face edges with continuous lines and invisible face edges with dashed lines. Here A dash, A1 dash, B dash, B1 dash, C dash, C1 dash, D dash, D1 dash face edges are continuous, and F dash, F1 dash, E dash, E1 dash face edges are hidden. That's why they are drawn with dotted lines. O dash and O1 dash is the axis line. Here the hexagonal prism is resting on its base on HP. So its base image falls on the XY line in front view. So join A dash and D dash points with continuous line. A dash D dash is the image of the hexagonal prism's bottom base, and join A1 dash and D1 dash, and it is the image of the hexagonal prism's top base. After that, we will draw auxiliary inclined plane. Here, the auxiliary inclined plane is making an angle 45 degrees to the HP and passing through the axis at a distance 15 mm below the top end of the axis. So, draw 45 degrees inclination line, and that line need to pass through the axis at a distance 15 mm below the top end of the axis. This is the auxiliary inclined plane, which is making an angle 45 degrees to the HP and passing through the axis at a distance 15 mm from the top end of the axis. After that, we locate the intersection points of the auxiliary inclined plane as well as face edges and base edges of the hexagonal prism. This is 1 dash, which is intersection point on A dash as well as A1 dash face edge. This is 2 dash, which is the intersection point of section plane or inclined plane, and face edge say B dash as well as B1 dash. 3 dash, 4 dash. 3 dash is the intersection point of auxiliary inclined plane and base edge C1 dash and B1 dash. 4 dash is the intersection point of base edge D1 dash and E1 dash. 5 dash is the intersection point of E dash and E1 dash base edge. 6 dash is the intersection point of F dash and F1 dash base edge and section plane. After locating the intersection points, then draw the region which we are going to develop. This part P is to be developed. Here 3 dash is the intersection point of auxiliary inclined plane and top base side C1 dash as well as B1 dash in front view. So its image is to be transferred onto the top view. Similarly, 4 dash is the intersection point of auxiliary inclined plane and top base edge D1 dash as well as E1 dash. So its image also transferred to the top view. This is 4-1 and this is 3-1. Drawing top view as well as front view of the hexagonal prism when it is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane which is making an angle 45 degrees to the HP and passing through the axis at a distance 15 mm from the top end of the axis is completed. Then we will move towards development of the part P of the hexagonal prism. For developing the part P portion of the hexagonal prism, draw two stretch out lines in line with A dash, D dash and A1 dash and D1 dash. After that, locate a point A, locate another point A such that A to A distance is equal to 180 mm. Here A1 to A1 and A to A is equal to 180 mm. Here A to A is the perimeter of the hexagonal prism's base and its length is equal to 180 mm. Divide A to A into 6 equal parts. Each part length is equal to 30 mm. Then transfer 3-1 and 4-1 points from the top view base sides to the bottom stretch out line. Here B1 3-1 as a radius, B as a center, draw an arc and name this point as 3-1. Similarly, D4-1 as a radius, D as a center. This 4-1 is in between D1 and E1. 3,1 is a point on B1 C1 base edge and 4,1 is a point on D1 E1 base edge. After that, draw perpendiculars to A, B, 3,1, C, D, 4,1, E, F and A towards this top stretch out line, say A1 and A1. The height of the perpendiculars is equal to 70 mm, which is the axis height of the prism. After that, draw horizontals through 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and 6 dash towards the corresponding face edges as well as base edges. After that, locate the intersection points in the development. This is 1 and it is 2, 3, 4 and this is 5, it is 6 and it is 1. That is 1 is intersection point on A1 face edge, 2 is intersection point on B1 face edge, 3 is intersection point of sectional plane and base edge C1 B1. Similarly, 4 is intersection point of sectional plane and E1 D1 base edge. 5 is intersection point of E1 face edge and section plane. 6 is intersection point of F1 face edge and section plane. 1 is intersection point of A1 face edge and section plane. Then join A21, 122, 223, 324, 425, 526, 621, 12A, A2F, F2E, E241, 412D, D2C, C231, 312B, B2A with straight line segment. After that, dark B22, C2 C1, D2 D1, E2 5, F2 6 face edges. Now we'll see the pencil usage. Here in the top view as well as front view, the blue color lines are with H pencil and these pencil marks are with 3H pencil, dimensioning is with 2H pencil, and in the development the green color lines are with H pencil and these pencil mark lines are with 3H pencil, dimensioning is with 2H pencil. Now we will see the dimensioning details. Here the base side length of the hexagonal prism is 30 mm, axis height is 70 mm and auxiliary inclined plane is passing through the axis at a distance 15 mm from the top end of the axis, and the perimeter of the hexagonal prism's base is 180 mm. Here all dimensions are in millimeters. This is the required development of lateral surface of truncated hexagonal prism.
If you have any queries or doubts, you can write under comment section below this video. I'll clarify them. Visit again for more videos on engineering graphics using the links provided under description of this video. Keep learning and knowledge sharing. Thank you for watching.